So last class we had stopped at Internet of Things. That's where we'll start.
The Internet of Things, or IoT, is influencing our lifestyle from the way we react to the way we behave. From air conditioners that you can control with your smartphone, to smart cars providing the shortest route, or your smartwatch which is tracking your daily activity. IoT is a giant network of connected devices. These devices gather and share data about how they are used and the environment in which they are operated. It's all done using sensors. Sensors are embedded in every physical device. It can be your mobile phone, electrical appliances, vehicles, barcode sensors, traffic lights, and almost everything that you come across in day-to-day life. These sensors continuously emit data about the working state of the devices. But the important question is, how do they share this huge amount of data and how do we put this data to our benefit? IoT provides the common platform for all these devices to dump their data and a common language for all the devices to communicate with each other. Data is emitted from various sensors and sent to IoT platforms securely. IoT platform integrates the collected data from various sources. Further analytics is performed on the data and valuable information is extracted as per requirements. Finally, the result is shared with other devices for better user experience, automation, and improving efficiency. Let us look at a scenario where IoT is doing wonders. In an AC manufacturing industry, both the manufacturing machine and the belt have sensors attached. They continuously send data regarding the machine health and the production specifics to the manufacturer to identify issues beforehand. A barcode is attached to each product before leaving the belt. It contains the product code, manufacturer details, special instructions, etc. The manufacturer uses this data to identify where the product is distributed and track the retailer's inventory. Hence, the manufacturer can make the product running out of stock available. Next, these products are packed and parceled to different retailers. Each retailer has a barcode reader to track the products coming from different manufacturers, manage inventory, check special instructions, and many more. The compressor of air conditioner has an embedded sensor that emits data regarding its health and temperature. This data is analyzed continuously, allowing the customer care to contact you for the repair work in time. This is just one of the million scenarios. We have smart appliances, smart cars, smart homes, smart cities, where IoT is redefining our lifestyle and transforming the way we interact with technology. The future of IoT industry is huge. Business Insider Intelligence estimates that 24 billion IoT devices will be installed by 2020, and IDC predicts that IoT revenue will reach around 357 billion in 2019, resulting in a lot of job opportunities in the IT industry. Want to become a part of the IoT revolution? Come and master IoT with EduReka.
IoT. See, these are the new fields that are coming up and where you will find yourself, working someday. Very important to keep an eye open for the emerging trends. All right. Web of Things. So Internet of Things allows us to interact with different devices through internet with the help of smartphones or computers. And internet creates a personal network. But to interact with n number means lots of different devices. We also need to install lots of different applications. Wouldn't it be convenient to have just one interface to connect all the devices? Web is already being used as a system of communication with each other. Is it possible to use the web in such a way that all things can communicate with each other in the most efficient manner by integrating them together? Web of Things allows use of web services to connect anything in the physical world besides human identities on web. It will pave a way for creating smart homes, smart offices, smart cities, and so on. If you paid attention to the video, they mentioned something called as sensors. Okay, this is the difference between Internet of Things and Web of Things. In Internet of Things, you can see we constantly need new applications that are working as an interface. But in Web of Things, only Internet, only the web is an interface. This is the big difference between Internet of Things and Web of Things. So Web of Things paves the way for creating smart homes, smart offices, and smart cities. If you all heard this term in the video, you all were very attentive. Sensors. What are sensors? The display on your mobile phone changes to vertical or horizontal depending on the way you are holding your mobile. How do you think this happens? Because of two sensors, accelerometer and gyroscope. Accelerometer sensor in mobile phones detects the orientation of the phone. Okay, this will only detect the orientation and it will send this information to gyroscope sensor that tracks the rotation or twist of your hand, and it adds the information according to the information supplied by the accelerometer. The sensors are very commonly used as monitoring and observing elements in the real world application. Evolution of smart electronic sensors is contributing in a large way to the evolution of Internet of Things. It will lead to creation of new sensor-based and intelligent systems. Sensors are very, very important.
In this fast-paced technological world, whether we are at our home, in a factory, or in a hospital, in grocery stores, or in shopping malls, in building premises, or in cars, we are all surrounded by some electronic devices which makes our life easy and a convenient one. That is a sensor. So let's see what exactly a sensor is. Just like five sensory organs of human body, such as ears, which senses sound in the environment, nose, which senses smell in the environment, tongue, which senses taste of any food item that we eat, skin, which senses the hotness or coldness of other body, and eyes, which senses different colors seen from it. In the same way, sensor is an electronic device which detects and responds to some type of input from physical environment and convert this output signal to a human readable display. Now let's have a look at some different types of sensors and their applications that come across in our day-to-day life. First is the IR sensor that emits IR light in order to sense some aspects of surroundings using remote controls. Wind sensor, which is anemometer used for measuring speed of wind. Weight sensor such as strain gauge or load cell using weighing machines to know weight of an object. Radar sensors, which use frequency modulated continuous wave technique to detect moving targets installed near escalators. Capacitive sensor, which are built in human interface based devices such as mobile phones, tablets, PCs. Motion sensor, which detects moving objects, also now using smartwatches, are a vital component of automatic home control system. Photosensor, which has a semiconductor device that converts light into an electrical signal used for barcode scanning in grocery stores. Speed sensors such as tachometer used to measure rotational speed of a shaft in automobiles, aircraft. Optical sensor that converts light or change in light into an electrical signal used in optical mouse. Smoke sensor, a device that senses smoke and issue a signal to fire alarm panels in shopping malls, hotels, refineries. Chemical sensors such as pH sensor, which measures hydrogen ions in water solutions, indicating its acidity or alkalinity. Temperature sensor, which measures the amount of heat energy generated by an object. Accelerometer sensor, whose main function is to adapt the orientation change when the position is changed from vertical to horizontal and vice versa in mobile phones, tablets, PCs. Proximity sensor, which is able to detect presence of nearby objects without any physical contact, installed at rear bumpers of cars, which measure distance while parking. Environmental sensor, such as humidity sensor, which gives simple environmental data to weather monitoring stations. Magnetic sensor, built-in metal detector that detects the presence of metal nearby, operates on the principle of Doyle's force. Level and position sensors such as reed sensor used in washing machines to detect whether the machine door is closed or not, and also to know the water level is reached to its fill limit or its empty limit. Piezoelectric sensor that uses piezoelectric effect to measure changes in pressure, acceleration, strain, or force used in speakers, microphones, watt wall clock. So for more information about instrumentation, please hit the like button, do subscribe our channel, and give a valuable comment.
So those were all the sensors that you all saw. You all can see there are so many sensors that we are living with. You all must have noticed quite a lot of them. The sensors are commonly used as monitoring and observing elements in real world applications. The evolution of smart electronic sensors is contributing in a large way to the evolution of IoT. IoT is Internet of Things. It will lead to creation of new sensor-based intelligent systems. A smart sensor is a device that takes input from the physical environment and uses built-in computing resources to perform predefined functions upon detection of a specific input and then process before passing it on. So what is a smart sensor? Smart sensor is a device that will take input from the physical environment and then it will use the computing resource, that is the program that is built into it, to perform some functions. And these functions are performed when the sensor detects a specific input that it is made for, it is built for. Okay, and then it will process this information and before passing it on further. So these are different types of sensors. You also saw different types of sensors in the video. I have a little homework for you over here. So we use GPS to navigate. Nowadays, we have something that is called VPS. Okay, it is another emerging trend. VPS. Okay, I want you to find out about it, find its utilities, find what is it used for. It uses augmented reality. So let's find out what is VPS. So that's the homework that we will discuss at the beginning of next class. VPS. What is VPS? So with IoT, Internet of Things, you all saw that it said that Internet of Things will give rise to Web of Things will pave a way for creating smart homes, smart offices, smart cities, and so on. And that's why the next topic for the day is smart city. What is a smart city? With rapid urbanization, the load on our cities are increasing day by day. And there are challenges in management of resources like land, water, waste, air pollution, health and sanitization, traffic congestions, public safety and security. Besides, the overall city infrastructures is also a big challenge, like road, railways, bridge, electricity, subway, disaster management, sports facilities. All of this, managing all these resources has become a problem in cities because of rapid urbanization. These challenges are forcing many city planners around the world to look for smarter ways to manage the problem and make cities more sustainable and livable. And that's where the idea of smart city comes in. A smart city makes use of computer and communication technology along with Internet of Things to manage and distribute resources efficiently. So in this picture, you can see there's a smart building that uses sensors to detect the earthquake or tremors. And then they will warn all the nearby buildings so that they can prepare themselves accordingly. There's a bridge over here, there's a smart bridge. It's not visible in this picture very clearly. You can refer to the picture in your textbooks. So in this smart bridge also, there are sensors to detect any loose bolt, any loose cable, or a crack that is developing. And when it detects this input, that's when it will process it and it will send an SMS to the concerned authorities. That is the output for that particular sensor. There's also a smart tunnel that uses wireless sensors to detect any leakage or congestion in the tunnel. This information can be sent as wireless signals across the network of sensors nodes to a centralized computer system for further analysis. So all these are some ideas for a smart city. What are your ideas of transforming your city to a smart city? I want you all to comment on this video with your idea. How would you transform your city into a smart city? What is your viewpoint? Every sphere of life in a city, like transportation system, power plants, water supply networks, waste management, law enforcement, information systems, schools, libraries, hospitals, and other community services work in unison to optimize the efficiency of city operations and services. This is called a smart city. So, this is a smart city. With this, we end today's class. I will end with a short video on a smart city. That was a beautiful depiction of a smart city. It's pretty tempting too, na? You'd like to live there, wouldn't you? All right, so you're going to make a comment and you're going to find out about VPS for our next class. Till then, stay home, stay safe, take care, and keep learning.